Connecting current events to the static portion is highly important for while you're preparing for any competitive examination. Hello everyone, this is Ravi Verma. Welcome to AG Learners YouTube channel. Let's discuss the top MCQs of the day 8th July. Firstly, question number 1. Which of the following pairs matched incorrectly? The given options were option A, Taiwan Strait, which connects East China Sea with South China Sea. Option B, Strait of Gibraltar, connecting Mediterranean Sea with Atlantic Ocean. Option C, Bering Strait, separates Tasmania from mainland Australia. Option D, Strait of Malacca, separates Malay Peninsula from the Indonesia of Sumatra. Option E, Strait of Hormuz, connects Gulf of Oman and Persian Gulf. The question is asking to choose incorrect option, so we have to notice this thing particularly and very importantly while you reading the question. So the question is asking to choose the incorrect one. So before solving this question, let's understand the locations of these states in the world. Firstly, this is a Bering Strait which is connecting Arctic Ocean with Pacific Ocean, and this is the Strait of Gibraltar which is connecting Mediterranean Sea with Atlantic Ocean, and this is the Strait of Malacca connecting Pacific Ocean with Indian Ocean. This is the Bay of Bengal, is part of Indian Ocean, and this is the Taiwan Strait which is connecting East China Sea with South China Sea, and here we have Strait of Hormuz connecting Gulf of Oman to the Persian Gulf. Here we have Bab el Mandeb Strait connecting Red Sea to the Gulf of Eden. So after we understand the locations of these straits in the world. Now let's solve the given question. Option A, Taiwan Strait, connecting East China Sea with South China Sea. Yes, this is true. Strait of Gibraltar, it is connecting Mediterranean Sea with Atlantic Ocean. Yes, this is also true. And Strait of Malacca, separating Malay Peninsula, which includes Malaysia and Thailand, from the Indonesia of Sumatra Islands. These Sumatra Islands of Indonesia. Yes, this is also correct. And Strait of Hormuz, connecting Gulf of Oman to the Persian Gulf. This is also right option. And option C, Bering Strait, separates Tasmania from mainland Australia. No, Bering Strait connecting Arctic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean, and it is separating Russia and USA. Alaska region belongs to USA. So this option C is a wrong answer, so we have to choose the incorrect one. Hence option C is the right answer here. And separating Tasmania from mainland Australia, this is Bass Strait. This is Bass Strait. So this is about this question. And moving on to the next question, which is question number 2. Who has been re-elected as the President of Cocoa Federation of India from 2025 to 2029? The options were Upkar Singh Virk, Sudhanshu Mittal, Govind Sharma. Option D, Kamini Lau. The correct answer for this question is Sudhanshu Mittal. Sudhanshu Mittal is re-elected as Cocoa Federation of India for another 4 years, which is from 2025 to 2029. And talking about Cocoa Federation of India, this is located in New Delhi. The president of this Cocoa Federation of India is Sudhanshu Mittal, and General Secretary is Upkar Singh Virk. He is also elected as General Secretary for this Cocoa Federation along with the Sudhanshu Mittal. So we learned about President and General Secretary. This Cocoa Federation of India has hosted the first edition of Cocoa World Cup, which hosted the first edition of first edition of Coco World Cup, which is held in Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium in New Delhi. In the men's category, India won the trophy, and in the women's category also, India has won the trophy. Both in the men's category and women's category, India has defeated the Nepal. India has defeated the Nepal. So all these points were also important for the examination. So for this question, option B would be the right answer. Sudhanshu Mittal is re-elected as Coco Federation of India. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 3. Which article of Indian Constitution grants the right to vote? Right to vote. Which article of the Indian Constitution is talking about right to vote? This is a question. Options were Article 326, Article 324, Article 14 and Article 19. The correct answer for this question is Article 326. Article 326 talks about right to vote. This Article 326 and Article 329, both articles belongs to the same part, which is Part 15 of the Constitution of India, ranging from Articles 324 to 329 capital A. 324 talks about superintendence, direction and control of elections by the Election Commission of India. This is talking about establishment of Election of Commission of India. Who is the current president, chairman of Election Commissioner of India? He is the 26th Election Commissioner of India and his name is Ganesh Kumar. And this Article 14 and Article 19 belongs to Part 3 of the Constitution of India, which talks about fundamental rights. Article 14 talks about equality before law and equal protection of law. And Article 19 has 6 categories of fundamental rights, which are related to freedom of speech and expression. Basically, Article 19, Clause 1 gives the citizens rights, and Clause 2 contains restrictions. Clause 2 contains restrictions and Clause 1 contains rights. Under Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause A talks about freedom of speech and expression. Subclause B talks about right to assemble freely without arms. Option C talks about right to form union, associations and cooperative societies. We have one more question framed on the cooperative societies or cooperatives in the coming questions. Option D talk about right to movement anywhere in India. Option D talks about right to residence. And option F talks about right to acquire, hold and dispose of personal property, which was deleted as fundamental right through the 44th Constitutional Amendment Act 1978 and inserted this particular right into the constitutional article, which is Article 300 capital A of the Constitution of India. And Article G, right to profession. Whichever profession you want to choose, you can choose profession, occupation, trade, business. A, B, C, D, E, F is not there, G. So these 6 sub rights were present within this whole fundamental right that talks about freedom of speech and expression. This is related to this particular question, and the correct answer for this question is, as we discussed, Article 326 is talks about right to vote. And moving on to the next question, which is question number 4. Which 2 indigenously developed nuclear reactors received license from Atomic Energy Regulatory Body for operating or for producing 700 megawatts of pressurized heavy water reactor? 700 megawatts of electricity using pressurized heavy water reactors. We have to select which nuclear power station receives the license from Atomic Energy Regulatory Body for the production of 700 megawatts of electricity. The given options were Kudankulam, Tarapura, Kaiga, and Kakrapura. The correct answer for this question is Kakrapura Atomic Power Station, located in the state of Gujarat, received the license for the production of 700 megawatts of electricity using nuclear power. So hence option D is the right answer. Currently in India, we have 25 nuclear reactors. Currently in India, we have 25 nuclear reactors among 8 nuclear power stations, which are in Tamil Nadu, Madras nuclear power station or atomic power station, and Kalpakam, and next Kudankulam. In Karnataka, it is Kaiga atomic power station. In Maharashtra, Tarapura atomic power station. In Gujarat, Kakrapura atomic power station. In Rajasthan, Rawatbhatta atomic power station. In UP, it is Narora nuclear power station is located in the state of Uttar Pradesh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 nuclear power stations contains 25 nuclear reactors. The largest nuclear power station is Kudankulam, which is located in the state of Tamil Nadu, which can produce the 2000 megawatts of electricity. So Kudankulam, it is located in Tamil Nadu, Tarapura, Maharashtra, Kaiga, Karnataka, and Kakrapura, Gujarat. This is our correct answer. So option D would be the correct answer. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 5. Where is the headquarters of the Food and Agricultural Organization is located? Options for New York, USA. Option B, Geneva, Switzerland. Option C, Rome, Italy. Option D, Paris, France. The correct answer for this question is Rome, Italy has the headquarters for FAO organization. So Rome, Italy is the correct answer. And moving on to the next question, which is question number 6. What is the first cooperative university, or where is the first cooperative university is going to set up in Anand city of Gujarat? What is the name of this first cooperative university that they are asking in this question? Options were Tribhuvan Sahakari University. Option B, Sri Vishwakarma Skill University. Option C, Vaikuntha Mehta National Institute of Cooperative Management. Option D, Gujarat Cooperative University. The correct answer for this question is option A, Tribhuvan Shankari University is the first cooperative university which is going to be set up in India in the state of Gujarat. Hence option A would be the correct answer for this question. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 7. What is the primary objective of Operation Iron Wall launched by Israel in January 2025? Option A, to establish diplomatic relations with neighboring countries. Option B, to neutralize militant infrastructure in the West Bank. Option C, to expand Israel settlements in Gaza. And option D, to conduct humanitarian aid missions in refugee camps. The correct answer for this question is Operation Iron Wall was launched by the Israel. It's launched by the Israel to neutralize the militant infrastructure in the West Bank. West Bank, where is it located? If this is the Israel, this is where West Bank is located. This is where Jerusalem city is located. And this is the Gaza Strip, which is connecting to the Sinai Peninsula, which is part of the Egypt region of the African continent. It has a border with Egypt. In the west, it has coastal opening, Mediterranean Sea here. In the west, Mediterranean Sea is present. In the north, Lebanon is present. In the east or northeast, Syria is present. In southeast, Jordan is present. So basically, Israel is surrounded by both landmass as well as through the water. So it has land borders with 4 countries, which is Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and Egypt. So all these were also we have to know regarding Israel. And moving on to the next question, which is question number 8. With reference to recent expansion of BRICS, which of the following countries were welcomed as new BRICS partner countries at the 2025 Rio de Janeiro summit? The question is asking about, as we have to discuss about the BRICS before we answering this question. Before we answering this question, we have to discuss about the BRICS. BRICS formed as BRIC, Brazil, Russia, India, China in 2009. In 2010, South Africa were added and it became BRICS. In 2014, they formed a bank known as National Development Bank. The president of this National Development Bank is Dilma Rousseff. And in 2022, 5 other nations were included, which are Iran, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Ethiopia, and United Arab Emirates. In 2024, Indonesia joined as full member in the BRICS nation. Currently, there are 11 member nations in the BRICS. The 17th edition of BRICS is happening in the Brazil. For this summit, guest countries or partner countries were included. They are Belarus, Bolivia, Kazakhstan, Cuba, Nigeria, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Uganda, Uzbekistan. So the question is related to new partner countries. It is similar to India. India is also welcome as to the G7 nations. In the same way, these countries were also welcome to the participated in the 17th edition of BRICS summit, which is happening in the Brazil. So the question is related to these partner countries. So we have to choose the Indonesia has joined as a full member in the BRICS. So hence Indonesia can't be the answer. So option 3. If we eliminate option 3, E and T were eliminated. We read about Belarus, Malaysia, Uzbekistan, and Cuba. Hence 1, 2, 4, 5. Option C would be the right answer for this question. Moving on to the next question, which is Indonesia was a full member. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 9. In which year was the Nipah virus first identified? Options for 1998, 2003, 2010, and 1990. So let us change the. It is actually in 1999. So let's add the another option here. Option E, 1999. So this Nipah virus was first identified in the Malaysia country in the year 1999. This is the zoonotic disease. It means it can be transmitted from animals to humans. Mainly the Nipah virus transmitted through fruit bat. The fatality percentage is 40 to 45%. Depends upon the health care and the person's personal health history. Based on that, the fatality for this disease is can be said. And this Nipah virus these cases were reported in the state of Kerala, and this case was diagnosed through RT-PCR test. So all these points were also important. These are related to Nipah virus. This is first identified in 1999. Hence option A, 1999 is correct answer, or you can change the option A as 1999. You can choose option A as also correct answer. But the point is 1999 is the correct answer for this question. moving on to the next question, which is question number 10. When was the National Commission for Minorities established in India? Options were 1992, 1985, 2001 and 1976. The correct answer for this question is option A, 1992. The National Commission for Minorities is established through National Commission of Minorities Act through NCM Act 1992. This National Commission for Minorities was established, hence option A would be the right answer. Why this was in use? Because only one person is working, it means one person is working or is there in NCM. Remaining 6 members were vacant, hence this topic or this body is in news. And this NCM was formed through NCM Act 1992. This is a 7-member body. The chairperson is appointed by the central government or the President of India. The tenure of the chairperson is 3 years. In the constitution, there were safeguards mentioned for the minorities, because the NCM is, we have separate ministry for this NCM. This NCM is works under the Ministry of Minorities, because minorities has to be protected. There are some constitutional safeguards were provided for these minorities. In India, we have 6 minorities as recognized by the constitution, which are Christians, Muslims, Jains, Parsis, Sikhs, Christians, Muslims, Jains, Parsis, Sikhs and Buddhists. So these were how they were protected. They were protected using Article 29 and Article 30. These 3 were fundamental rights, and these are exclusively available to citizens of India only. Article 29 talks about rights of minorities to conserve and protect their language and script. Article 30 allows the minorities to establish and also administer educational institutions. So minority, this is basically talking about minority educational institutions. And one more provision is also there. Article 350 capital A of Part 17 talks about special linguistic minorities. All these were constitutional provisions that were there to safeguard the minorities in India. So for this question, the answer is 1992. Through NCM Act 1992, NCM as a body was established. And next, moving on to the next question, these were 10 most important questions of the day, 8th July. And coming to the one more static GK. As a habit, we are discussing this question regularly. We are taking one static GK and we are discussing that question in depth, so that your knowledge will be enhanced and your understanding of the syllabus is also improved. What is the question? The question is, how many time zones does India have? How many time zones does India have? Options were 1, 2, 3, 4. India has only one time zone, which is Indian Standard Time, which is located on 82.5 degree east latitude, which is passing through 5 states. This is important. Which is passing IST passing through 5 states in India. And before that, IST is ahead of Greenwich Mean Time for about 5.5 hours. GMT plus Greenwich Meridian Time plus 5.5 hours. What are these 5 states? Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Andhra Pradesh. As you can see in the map as well, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh a bit, Chhattisgarh in the middle of it, and Odisha to the west of Odisha, and Andhra Pradesh the northeastern portion of Andhra Pradesh. So this is the IST, and this through IST was passing through these 5 Indian states. This is about one static GK that I want to discuss today. That's it for the day, and thanks for your time. Jai Hind.